Hey everybody, welcome to Module 8. This is the last module in our course for this semester. And this is where you're going to demonstrate and put together all the things you've learned over the semester into one final project. And that final project is your signature assignment. So what you're going to do is you're actually going to make an infographic. And so the first part of this module here, this section right here, walks you through what an infographic is. And really an infographic is a way to take data and information and images and put them all together to tell a story. So if you come to the next page, you'll see a couple of videos that walk you through what an infographic is. On the next section, I have an infographic of what an infographic is. So see, it's data. So you need to have data and information. You sort it and arrange it and then present it visually to tell a story. And then the next section here just talks about the power of infographics. Remember when we were talking about UDL, how multiple means of representation is really important, and an infographic can really help you be able to utilize that. So it supports research, it gives information, it brings education together, it's relevant. And infographics are just a great way of helping to tell a story. And then in this section, where it says Kathy Schrock's Guide to Everything, if you click on this link, it will take you to Kathy Schrock's page on infographics. And there is just a whole ton of information here. So defining infographics, creating infographics, and there are lots of samples over here. So you can click on those and get an idea of different infographics. There's just a lot of things to explore on this site to understand infographics. So take some time looking over those materials. All right. Now it's time to dive into the heart of the signature assignment. So the signature assignment really is a model for kind of bringing everything together in a course and allowing students to demonstrate that they're able to meet particular general education goals and outcomes that are assigned to the different courses. And so for this particular course, your signature assignment, obviously, which is an infographic, and here, let me move this so that we have some more room. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be meeting a certain set of general education requirements. So for the week of the 5th through the 11th, what you're going to be doing is looking through all these materials. You're going to be researching your topic. I mean, obviously you can start earlier than the 5th, but that is next week. And remember that on December 5th, we do have a work day. It's optional, but if you want to come in, I will be there during regular class hours to help out, to answer any questions. And I'm also going to be demonstrating some of the tools that you could use. So, and then you're going to need to have your infographic ready to present by December 12th, okay? Because you need to be there in class December 12th at 8 a.m. to present your infographic. The details for the Gen Ed requirements for you for this are on this page. And basically, you're going to be working towards demonstrating that you understand how to find and critically examine information. And you're going to be demonstrating how to communicate effectively using a variety of formats. So you're going to be finding, sorting, filtering, curating, doing all those things to put your infographic together. And then the infographic itself is a way for you to use a different format or a tool to present information. All right, so the components of your signature assignment are three things. One is the actual infographic itself, so you're going to make an infographic. Two, you're going to either write a reflection or record a reflection using a video tool. And then three, you're going to have a bibliography that documents the resources that you used for your infographic. So on the next page, I have a bit more detail for you. So here are all the details. So this is what we're going to do. So throughout the semester, we have been studying a variety of 21st century literacies. And so for this signature assignment, you're going to put all that together and turn it into an infographic. So your assignment is to research, curate, and create an infographic on one of the following digital literacy topics. So you have these topics to choose from: internet safety, privacy and security, relationships and communication, cyberbullying and digital drama, digital footprint and reputation, self-image and identity, information literacy, or creative credit and copyright. So I want you to go through, pick one of those, or you can search on any one of or more of those topics, but then pick a topic. Determine what story it is that you want to tell based on that topic. So you're going to want to think about who your audience is, what it is that you want to highlight about that particular topic. You're going to need to have some data that supports that story. So how many students are affected? How many people are users? You're going to need some kind of data in there. You're going to need some numbers, so not just text, all right? And then you're going to think about the visuals that you need to tell the story. You're going to evaluate and curate those resources. So remember all of our skills that we had for finding, searching, and for evaluating. And then you're going to put a bibliography of sources together. So where did you get all the information? What websites? You're going to want to make sure that you document your images, etc. All right. So then you're going to write a reflection based on this process. What I've done right here is I've created a link for you to a Google Doc. And if you click on this, you can make a copy. And what it's going to do is it's going to give you a copy of this template. And basically, I have it laid out for you so that you can put your name, the date, the title. You're going to put a link to your infographic here, and then you're going to answer these reflection questions, and you're going to put in your bibliography. So let's go back here. So you're going to do a reflection. So along with your infographic, you're going to need to do a reflection. Now, you can do a written reflection, or you can do a video reflection. So what you can do is use a video recording tool like the one I'm using, which is Screencast-O-Matic, and you can record your responses to these reflection questions. So the first question is, what strategies did you use to find information for your artifact? And that's your infographic. And why did you use those strategies? Remember, when we're talking about strategies, we're talking about our filtering and finding strategies. Keywords, quotes, asterisks, you know, remember all those kinds of things that we use. So you're going to want to outline those strategies. So as you're searching, make note of some of those things that you used. How did you filter? How did you find the stuff that you're going to use? And then discuss the sources you used for your research that supported the creation of your artifact, which is your infographic. So that's where you're going to want to talk about how you decided if the site was valid. Did it match your audience need? Did you know who the author was? Was it current? Was it relevant? All those things that we learned. Then I want you to identify who your audience was for this infographic and what did you do in particular to help make sure that your infographic was geared toward your audience? Did you design it a certain way? Did you include some information specifically because it was relevant for your audience? Did you use a different look and feel or graphics based on who your audience was? Then you're going to want to talk about what tools you use, and that's pretty basic. It's just like, did you pick Pictochart, or did you use Creately or Google Draw, and why did you choose that one that you did? And then I want you to talk about your challenges and successes. So reflect on your own learning process. So think about, we did this a lot in our journals. What were what did you go through during this process? And how did you overcome problems? And what did you learn? And how did you feel about, what you were able to create? And then finally, you're going to need to have a written bibliography, and you're going to have sources, references. You're going to reference your images and all those things, and you're going to want to use APA style. Okay, so your infographic is going to be evaluated based on this particular rubric, and your reflection is going to be based on this particular rubric. And then what you're going to want to do once you're done, but again, you're going to need to make sure that you're ready just at least with your infographic for our final presentation. You'll have until the 18th to turn this in. And what you're going to do is you're going to come to this assignment page. What I want you to do is browse your computer and attach your document to this assignment. So if you use this template in Google Docs, that's fine. Just remember that you're going to need to come over here to File, choose Download As, and save it as a Microsoft Word document. And then that's the document you're going to both submit for me in Blackboard, and that you're going to submit for your signature assignment for your Gen Ed requirements. So here's the submission. So you're going to browse your computer, you're going to find that Word document, and you're going to attach it here, and you're going to submit it. Excuse me, gotta get back up here. For the Gen Ed part, or your Folio CI, here's some information about turning that in. But essentially what you're going to do is you're going to go to My CI, you're going to scroll down, you're going to find Folio CI here in the list. You're going to click on that. And once you do, you're going to see a list of courses over here. And what you're going to do under courses is you're going to find your course here. Mine, this is course taught. These are my course taken. So you'll see them just like that. And then when you click on that, it'll take you in and it'll tell you how to submit the assignment. Essentially, the exact same thing that you submitted in Blackboard is what you're going to post to your MyCI page. So you're just going to complete one document. You're going to link to your infographic. You're going to either have a written reflection, or you're going to link to your video reflection. You're going to have your bibliography, and you're going to save that all as a Word doc. Finally, in here, I have tools and examples. And in here, if you go to the next section, you'll see a A good tool for creating infographics is Pictochart. Another one is Easly, and then there's Canva. Screencast-O-Matic is a great way to do your video reflection. And then if you come to the next page, you'll see a few examples of some infographics and things like that that are kind of cool. So hopefully this will help. Don't hesitate to ask if you have any questions, and don't forget that on our next class is a work day to drop in and get help and get clarification for anything. All right, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.